Hello and welcome back to the analysis of XAUUSD Gold. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. Now, this is going to be a quick analysis. What I will suggest is go back to my channel and start looking at watch last two analysis, video analysis, and then you will see exactly what we are referring to in this one. So this is not a full-fledged analysis that has been covered in last two. Please go through that and then come back to this one. So this is a quick update. Now, gold has gone parabolic, and in our FCP room, we've been talking about this movement here as well. This actually started somewhere around here, and since then it has been going up. It has been going parabolic, and this is a possibility that I mentioned, in the I think mid of December 2022. If the gold actually goes beyond this particular level with strength, then it can go parabolic. And in the last few days, it has actually pushed up very high. Now, when a market starts to go parabolic, there is no stopping it, because what it does, it creates few bases. There are three or four bases in parabolic nature, and until it reaches those bases and until it reaches the final exhaustion point, it just won't stop. So it doesn't matter what candlestick patterns are forming, what supply demand, what support resistance, what FCB zones, it just won't stop. So you can find few opportunities on smaller time frames if you're counter trend trader, or if you want to hop onto trend after a pullback. But the market will try to keep on going in one particular direction, and this is what has been happening. Now, why this is happening, there are few reasons which I've been pointing out for near about a year now. On my chart, if you notice that there are few levels which I marked. First was this one. This is what you call as bad behavior in our FCP methodology. This was supposed to be cleared up at some point in time. This was also one of those reasons, right? It was going to clear up at some point in time. There was few gaps which are left, and we know that this market, gold, does not leave any kind of price gaps open. So all of those gaps which were there on, which were left around early 2022 or mid 2022, they have all been filled. Now the only gaps which are left on gold, if there are any, I believe there is one somewhere around here as well, right, this particular level, which is approximately 1960 or so. So that is the only one left, which I am aware of. And after that, all the gaps are to the downside. Now, gold never leaves any kind of gaps open. Now, it may or may not remain too for the, like, you know, for a long period of time, because we know that we cannot predict when a gap is going to get filled. Sometimes it takes years. In CHF JPY example, which I mentioned before, it has taken 42 years to fill a gap. But gold is not that laggard. It usually tries to fill immediately. So after near about a year, it has come back to fill those gaps up, and it has been able to clear some of these areas. Okay, so this is what we have here. And in terms of structure, what you will notice that we are also forming a complex W pattern. So we have this W pattern here, and then we have another one which is like this. So there are a couple of patterns forming. So the market is pushing up, and it remains to be seen which W pattern or which level it actually reaches before it starts to take a little bit of correction. Now on smaller time frames, it has been taking corrections, and we have been making use of that to hop onto the trend, and obviously go counter trend as well. But if you want if you want to swing trade at the moment, this is bullish, so you should be looking for bullish opportunities only and stick to them. Okay, so this is what we have in terms of structure, what has been happening. Now what I've done is actually I've cleaned up the chart a little bit, and this is what we have. These are the levels which have been there for months now. I believe this analysis was created in November, I guess October or November, and we have been tracking all of these levels. Now when the market will start to fall, all of these levels, they will act as support, which are below the current price, and all of these levels which are above, they are obviously going to act as your long profit targets or your resistances. Now I've added few based on the latest calculation, right? What we could anticipate. Now these are the two zones which I had marked a few months ago, that this is ultimately some point in time gold was going to come here and clean this up. This was again another one, and these gap, right, gap filled and gap filled, these are the ones which have been filled, right? So I'm not aware of any other further gap. I think there is one around 1960 or 1954, and 1954 is an important price level. And then if the market continues to go higher, then it can target that. Now, where are we right now? So as at the moment we are at this trend line, and we are at this FCP zone, and we are at this 1920 level, which can go to near about 1924, approximately this area or so, right? So do not like notice that 1920 is like the proper level. It may be slightly varied, it can go to 1924 or so, but if it continues to go up, then these are the levels which you can look at. I will post the chart, and this is 1954. If you want, just listen to me, speaking out these levels: 1954, 1979, 2049, 2072. Okay, so these are the levels to the upside, and there is extreme high level which is 2129, approximately 2130, approximately that level. If the market continues to go up and forms a all-time high, then that level can be achieved. Now, where are we right now? We have broken through this trend line. As I said, once the market has gone parabolic until it has formed four bases, it will just continue to push up, and it will not stop for anything. So it gave a little bit of reaction around FCP zone, gave a little bit of reaction around FCP zone here in this candle here, but it continues to push up until it reaches final point, and that final point is somewhere around here. Now, this is not a premium analysis, so I'm going to publish a premium analysis update very soon, right? For all those clients. So that will have better levels, but you can see that the market is still pushing up, and somewhere around here, or around 1954, there is a good chance that market start to take a pause. Now, I've been talking about four pauses, so these are four pauses. So one base, two base, and then there is probably three base here, and there will be fourth base, and then a final push up. So I think, sorry, this is the third base, and I believe this is the fourth one, and this is the final push up, right? Which is going on now. Final push up can be very, very long, and sometimes it can get overextended as well. So, like you know. At the moment, you have all these levels here, and the market is bullish. So, if you want to hop onto this trend, wait for a pullback at any level, and then hop onto the trend. Otherwise, if you're a counter trend trader, or if you're a shorter time frame trader, then there will be opportunities around all of these levels. Around 1916, we had a very good opportunity. Around 1906, we had very good opportunity. 1911, we had a very good opportunity, and 1924, I think we can have another opportunity, short term opportunity, and we also had very good opportunity around 1857 for short time frame. So this is what we have on gold. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other traders and trading communities. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week.